All right, Daniel, so how different has your offseason been compared to obviously last year, which must have been crazy getting ready for the draft?
Yeah, I got to say I'm glad I'm not getting ready for the draft again, not going through the combine and that process, but it's been different, but it's been good. I've been up here in New Jersey for most of it, working with our strength staff here and just staying up here. There's a few guys up here also, so working with them and just trying to prepare, trying to improve, for the next season. But it's a stark contrast from this time last year when you're kind of one thing to the next, getting ready for the draft.
All right, so you have a new coaching staff this season. Let's begin with Joe Judge and your first impressions of him.
I like Coach. I mean, I think it's tough with the rules, and you don't get a whole lot of time with the coaches. But I've enjoyed the time I spent with them and just kind of getting to know him a little bit. I think what you see is what you get. He very straightforward, hard-nosed guy, and I'm looking forward to working with him. I think we're excited about the future.
Now, he caused a bit of a media stir, and I know you're shocked that there'd be a media stir about anything in New York last week when he was pressed to talk about you as a franchise quarterback, and he resisted, saying he didn't want to put that kind of pressure on you. Did that affect you at all? Did that bother you at all?
No, I mean, I think, I understand Coach's policy and talking about players and kind of his his stance on that, and certainly understand and respect that. He's the head coach, and I think we're all trying to earn our jobs and do what we can to improve as players.
Are you a franchise quarterback in your mind, though?
Yeah, I'm trying to improve. I'm trying to be the best player I can be. But that's certainly the goal. That's who I want to be.
Jason Garrett now takes over as the offensive coordinator. He spent obviously the last decade as a head coach in Dallas. How do you think you fit with him?
I think well, like I said, it's tough to spend a whole lot of time with the coaches, with the rules, and just trying to get to know them and doing what I can to improve as a player before I can really work with him and kind of get into the system. But he's had a lot of success coaching. He's had a lot of successful quarterbacks. So I'm excited for the opportunity to work with him.
What did it mean to spend a season in a quarterback's room with Eli Manning?
It was huge for me. I think to have someone who's played who played as long as Eli did at the level he did, to be able to just watch him on a day in and day out basis and learn from him, ask him questions, and it was a extremely valuable experience for me, being my first year in the league. So I'm very grateful for all he did for me to help me develop and try to figure some of it out. So he's a Hall of Famer, and to have that opportunity to work with him is special and was huge for me.
All right, so we're here at the Garden. I got to ask you some basketball questions. And we saw RJ Barrett of the Knicks was at MetLife at a game for you. You guys had never met, even though you're both first-round picks by New York teams from Duke. You didn't meet until coming here to New York. Is that right?
Yeah, I'd watched him a lot, obviously, at Duke, and he wasn't at Duke for very long. He was in and out 1 year, and that's the way it works for a lot of those guys. But obviously, I'd watch him a lot, admire his game a lot, and he did a lot of good things for us on the basketball floor. So it was always fun watching him, and Dukies, we stick together. So good to meet him and look forward to watching him into his career.
And Jay Billis talked about how you can ball, so we know you can also play a little basketball at 6'5". Quick, can you dunk?
I can dunk. Yeah, I better be able to dunk at 6'5".
Right.
Yeah.